I'm so honored and excited to sit down with you because
My
you're,
pleasure.
I mean, really everything. I feel like this is a long time coming. So first and foremost, congratulations on the Hollywood Reporter, Social Impact Summit Philanthropist of the Year Award.
Yeah.
EGOT Schmegot, right? Is this more of an honor than any of your other awards?
Oh, it's special, and I think especially with this award and this article describing the work that we're doing, you just really get to take a moment to appreciate everybody that we work with and collaborate with and conspire with to try to make the world better. I'm going to honor a lot of those collaborators in my speech today, and this award just gives me a chance to reflect and to think about all the gratitude that I feel for the people that we collaborate with, who inform our work, who support our work, and who work with us to try to make the world better.
I love that you aren't just using your quote-unquote celebrity and slapping your name on something that maybe means something to you because, one thing happened in your life. This really, with your, Free America focus, we've got you addressing the systemic issues of, really shining a light on the individuals who are incarcerated and then the struggle once they are re-entering, society, and the impact that has on not just that individual, of course, but the families as well.
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes from personal experience because, like many Americans, because so many people have been convicted of felonies in this country, almost all of us know somebody who has a record. And so
1 in 4.
Yes, exactly. So many of us have someone in our family or in our network of friends in our community who has a record. And knowing that and knowing how hard it had been for those folks to reintegrate into society, to get a job, to get housing, exactly, to just participate in their community, it was hard. And so a lot of us have been working together to make that easier, give them more opportunity to really contribute to their community and be a thriving part of their community. And so that's been a big part of the thrust of Free America's work is thinking about how we make it easier for all of our community members to feel part of the community.
And you were really boots on the ground with your listening and learning tour, and of course, like you said, we're all personally affected. It was your sister's son's father who had been incarcerated, and you
we
wanted
talked to him.
Break the cycle.
Yeah, we talked to him early on before we had even done anything organizationally.
Amazing. And
it was just like, he was just explaining how hard it was to come back home after being incarcerated for a while. How many barriers were in the way of him providing for his kids.
Right.
And him providing for his kids meant providing for my nephews.
Right.
And so it was personal, but we tried to make it bigger than something personal and really address the systemic issues, bring corporate partners to bear, talk with legislators to change state laws, all those things, and then also partnering with a lot of organizations out there that are trying to make America more just. And a lot of those organizations are headed by and founded by people who had been incarcerated before, and so we're really being informed by people who have been really closest to the system.
Who understand it the best.
Absolutely.
That's what you need to do, not just, changing policy is one thing, but it's also, like you said, I read recently, I think it was in the Hollywood Reporter, or maybe it was in your Home Free, documentary, where it was about the human connection and the storytelling. And you are the ultimate storyteller, and you are so creative, and we see that, and we enjoy your work, obviously, but the storytelling, the connecting, showing that, you're not just one mistake.
Yeah, we truly believe that part of solving these issues, part of reform, is helping to humanize these issues and make it more than about the statistics and more than about the macro story, and about individuals' lives and how they're impacted by the work that we're doing. And so we had a gathering at my house, and we brought folks who had been affected by bail reform, by the idea of having pretrial freedom. So that means not being held in jail before you're even tried and convicted, but having the chance to be free until your trial, and then the effect that that has on people's lives, allowing them to continue to work, allowing them to continue to provide for their family and support their family, and be good parents. We were able to really humanize those stories by listening to folks, talking with them, and telling their stories. And you know, we're here at the Directors Guild building here. We're here in Hollywood, and so much of what we do in the city and in our industry is about storytelling. And I think it's really important, if you want to make change, to make sure you uplift these stories and humanize these stories so that people around the world can be emotionally drawn to this issue and not just kind of on an intellectual level.
I mean, can we just talk about for 5 seconds what that was like for them coming into your
Yeah,
home?
they came over.
Did Chrissy make a meal?
We had some soul food. We had it brought in. We didn't cook this time.
No. There were other things to focus on.
Yeah, but you know, it really was beautiful to have them over. And I think we wanted to make a point of doing that because so often it's when we have this conversation about safety, you know, folks care up to the point where they actually have to interact with folks who have been incarcerated before.
Right, the stigma that's
yes,
attached
and there's
to it.
a lot of stigma attached to it, and they want the change, but they don't want it to affect them. And there's a lot of not in my backyard-ism, they call it NIMBYism, when it comes to a lot of these issues. And so we're like, yeah, in our backyard, in our home,
I love that.
we're going to have you over, and we're going to talk about these issues. And also send a signal out to everyone that we're safer and we're stronger as a community when we're more free.
That's incredible. I mean, I feel like family is really the heartbeat of this movement.
Yeah.
And I mean, 2014 was a while ago, but this is really part of your heart, it feels like.
Yeah, and like we said before, a lot of the work was inspired by having family members who were incarcerated, who were returning to society. So it was informed by my family, but also so much of this story is a family story because every single person that we put in our prisons has someone back at home who, in effect, get locked up with them because you putting that person in prison is
The whole
has
family.
massive effects on the entire family, the entire community, the entire neighborhood, and us really highlighting that this is a family story and that these people, just because we disappear them to a prison that we don't see because it's out in the middle of nowhere in our states, doesn't mean it's not. It doesn't mean they've disappeared, and it doesn't mean that it doesn't have impact on our entire community. And so we want to highlight that this truly is a family story.
I mean, John, you went so far as to go on Sesame Street, connecting these kids to be able to communicate with their parents who are incarcerated. I mean, you're really, I mean, from every single area, you're hitting it.
And if we talk about the school to prison pipeline,
Yes.
So many of the people we work with also on another aspect of our work is they're in the education field and they're working in our schools and they're working in a lot of inner city schools, and a lot of times there's a good chance that a lot of these students, one of their parents may be incarcerated, and it has so many knock-on effects in their family and these kids' lives, and it makes it more likely that they'll get caught up in the system. And so how do we break that cycle? Again, I think storytelling has a lot to do with it, and making this a family issue, a community issue, and telling those stories is really important.
Humanizing everything to the nth degree. I mean, how proud are you? I'm sure your family, of course, I'm sure Chrissy's very proud of you, but I think this is such an important thing as a father, showing your kids. I mean, they're very young, of course, but I mean, you're making history and they're going to look back and see the impact that you're creating.
Well, we already teach them how important it is for them to give back. They actually turn it on me. Like, if we're passing someone who's unhoused on the street, they're like, "Dad, please give him some money." Wow. They're already like in that mind of being philanthropic and understanding how blessed we are, and that we can pass that on to other people. And so hopefully they'll grow up with that ethos still strong in them, and they'll keep that with them as they kind of become adults and figure out what they want to do in this world. But we try to teach them that we've been really fortunate and really blessed in our lives, and that we can pass that on to other people.
It's an important issue, of course, to pass on to your kids, and also to show that, I mean, celebrities, they're just like us. Like, you just were in line at McDonald's and someone wanted
I saw
a
that
selfie.
made news. Who
It
knew?
made the local news. I mean, you made this woman's day. I have to know, though. I mean, what did you order? Was it just a bunch of Happy Meals for all the kids?
I believe I got a quarter pounder with cheese and some fries.
That's what's up.
And then Miles loves chicken McNuggets, so that's his order every time.
Did he just went to camp? You guys just did camp,
Yeah, we went to
right?
camp together, and then we were driving to the airport and stopped at McDonald's.
Again?
As one does.
And this isn't a sponsored segment, I gotta say. But I mean, hey, Mickey
Yes.
D's, if you want to say what's up, right? I love
We've worked with
that.
McDonald's before, and honestly, when it comes to thinking about giving back, we've done a lot of work with Ronald McDonald House
Oh,
Charities.
fantastic.
And we know what it's like to have kids with health issues, and a lot of the great work that that charity does is around supporting families, going to hospitals, going to children's hospitals especially, and dealing with health challenges with their kids.
I'm excited about season 29 of The Voice.
Absolutely, we're very excited.
I almost wanted to start this interview like backward, and, like turn my chair
Turn my
for
chair.
you. But we've got sort of a reunion
Yes.
going on with Kelly's back.
Yes, we just shot
Adam?
the blind auditions this week, and it was a love fest. You know, obviously we're very competitive, and we still are, but we truly care so much about each other, respect each other as artists, but also just as human beings.
Absolutely.
And, you know, we've been friends, all three of us, for quite a long time, and we've worked together before, we've sung together, you know, we've all grown up. Like, when I started working with Adam, with Kelly, we all had like really young kids, and we're just starting our families, and now, you know, Kelly's oldest I think is in 5th grade, my oldest is going to 4th grade, and Adam's got kids around the same age, and so, you know, I feel like we're all growing up together, experiencing that parent life, and figuring out how to do it all.
Their group
and then
chat? Is there
yes,
group
there
chat?
always is a group chat.
Did you all check on Kelly recently with everything?
We always make sure we check on each other. Chrissy is friends with Kelly as well and checks on her too. And so, you know, it's all family, and it's all love, and truly genuine mutual respect for each other. And we're so excited to be working together.
Okay, I know they said one last question. I have to ask you this. I know we're here for a real reason, but what do you think about the finale of the Valley and Jax being gone? Like, this is monumental. We will not have Jax on our TVs.
I wasn't
Did you not
aware.
watch- Yes!
I didn't watch the finale yet.
Well, I mean, the news
Chrissy's
came-
more ahead on the schedule than I am. I have to catch
Are
up
they
with
here
her.
today to support your whole family here?
Chrissy's, we have to split, you know, parenting duties. And so, you know, with 4 kids, we can't go to each other's everything.
Yeah.
And so she's momming right now.
All right, that's a lot of
Yes.
chicken nuggets and Happy Meals at home. Thank you, John. Congratulations, and I'm just so excited to see the work that you're continuing to do. It's so important, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.